Hello everyone! In today's reading lesson, we will continue with Sea Island Mystery. Open up your purple book to page 7. We learned yesterday that a mystery in a story is much like a puzzle and something is unknown in the story. And sometimes clues are written into the storyline so that the reader can try to solve the puzzle along with the story's characters. And that's why a mystery story is so much fun to read. Then what's happened so far in our story? Who are the main characters in the story? The main characters are Marcus and Ellie. Where are they? They are on Ladies Island with their aunt and uncle. At the end of the last chapter, the children were excited. Why? They were excited because they learned about a mystery of missing treasure. What do you think will be the first thing Marcus and Ellie do about finding the treasure? Maybe they might go to the church ruins and dig up to find the treasure, or go see Miss Shank. Miss Shank was the lady on the island who knows a lot about the story of the church mystery. Let's find that out in today's chapter. But before we begin, let's review our vocabulary. Let's start with the words from yesterday. Coast. Coast means part of the land near the sea. Explore. Explore means to travel in a new place and learn new things. Pirate. Pirates are those who sail in a ship and they attack others to get what they want. Ruins. Ruins are the remains or what's been left behind by people for many years that it has fallen apart. Crumbled. Crumbled means things broke or fell apart into pieces, like these buildings or the crackers. Nuzzled. Nuzzle means to rub or push against another, gently with nose or mouth. Offering. Offering is something given as a gift or to help or to worship. Rippled. Ripples are these small waves on the surface of the water or something that looks like those waves, like these curtains. Moss. Moss are these small green plants that grow on the surface of damp things. Damp means things that are a little bit wet, like this tree limbs or these rocks. So today's new words are moss, rippled, offering, nuzzled, and crumbled. As you read chapter 2, I want you to answer these questions. So after you're done with pages 7 through 8, you're going to answer these questions. After you're done with pages 9 through 11, you're going to answer these questions. Page 7. Ladies Island Secret. In the mornings, Marcus and Ellie fed and brushed the ponies. In the afternoons, they explored Ladies Island and the crumbled ruins of the church. They looked for the church treasure, but they did not find it. They did find long-legged birds in the marsh and crabs that ran sideways on the beach. And with Marcus's help, Ellie started riding a gentle pony. But she would let the pony go only as fast as a walk. After a few days, Marcus and Ellie went to see Miss Shank. "Come on, Ellie, let's trot. We will go there faster," said Marcus. Ellie shook her head. "No," she said, "I like walking." The heat of the day steamed Marcus, Ellie, and the ponies. Only a little sea breeze rippled through the Spanish moss. Ellie could feel the sweat from her pony. She sniffed. Hot pony was a nice smell. When they got to Miss Shank's house, Marcus and Ellie tied the ponies to a tree. It was shady there. Then they walked up to the big house and knocked on the door. A lady answered. You must be Ellie and Marcus, right? Your Aunt Fran told me I would be getting a visit from you two. Miss Shank asked Marcus and Ellie to sit on the porch swing. Then she brought out dishes of cool banana pudding. Thank you, said Marcus and Ellie together. Now that you're done with pages 7 through 8, you can answer these questions. Number 1. Why do you think Marcus and Ellie didn't go to see Miss Shank sooner? Well, maybe it's because they might be shy about meeting strangers, or maybe they were more eager to begin hunting for the treasure on their own. So there could be many reasons as to why they didn't go see Miss Shank sooner. Number 2. What direction would the children have to travel to get from Uncle Vance's house to Miss Shank's house? You can use the map on page 2 to find the answer. So here we have Uncle Vance's house, and here is Miss Shank's house. So in which direction do the children have to travel to get to Miss Shank's house from Uncle Vance's house? Page 9. They had just taken a bite when Marcus asked, What can you tell us about the missing treasure? Marcus, said Ellie. Miss Shank laughed. Fran told me you wanted to know about the treasure. Well, it was my great. Oh, I forget how many greats. But Gussie was one of those great-grandmothers. She was just a girl the night the Spanish attacked. Gussie heard pounding hoofs stop in front of her house. There was a pounding on the door, and she heard the door fly open. Gussie picked around the corner and into the front room. Abel Fuller and her father, the preacher, were quickly packing something, silver, into a wooden box. She heard her father telling Abel to hide the treasure. There were silver candlesticks and offering plates and such in the box. There were some coins too. The church was not all built yet, so the preacher had been keeping these treasure in his house. Ooh, said Ellie. Miss Shank went on with the story. Gussie says she saw Abel ride off with the treasure. He was headed toward the church. Soon after Abel left, the Spanish soldiers searched her house. Abel and the treasure were never seen again. Some people said he ran off with it. Did he? Asked Marcus. Gussie said there was never a more trusted man than Abel Fuller, said Miss Shank. Sometime later, Gussie heard that Abel had been captured and was sent to jail in Spain. People said he was an old man before he got out. Gussie said she thought Abel may have hidden the treasure before the Spanish soldiers captured him. If that's true, the treasure is still on this island. Ellie shivered. That story makes chills run down my back. Marcus and Ellie said goodbye to Miss Shank and walked back to the ponies. Ellie's pony nuzzled her arm and blew its warm breath into her hand. Ellie smiled and petted its soft nose. Marcus looked at Ellie. We're going to find that treasure, he said. That's the end of chapter 2. Now that you're done reading pages 9 through 11, you can answer these questions numbers 1 through 8. Now let's move on to our work text. Open up to page 261. To share with a friend. Read the recipe. Write the answers. A recipe gives you directions on how to make a certain dish. So this recipe tells you how to make banana pudding. In order to make banana pudding, you need 2 cups of milk, 1 large box of vanilla instant pudding mix, 3 bananas, vanilla wafers, and whipped topping. Step 1. Put the milk and pudding mix into a large bowl and stir with a whisk for 2 minutes. Step 2. Arrange wafers to make a layer covering the bottom of the large dish. Number 3. Spread some pudding in the dish to cover the wafers. Number 4. Cover the pudding layer with thin slices of bananas. Step 5. Last of all, spread on a layer of whipped topping. Step 6. Repeat steps 2 through 5 to fill the dish. Step 7. Keep in the refrigerator. So number 1, how long do you stir the pudding? It says in step 1 that you need to stir the pudding for 2 minutes. Number 2, what is used to make the bottom layer? On step 2, it says, arrange wafers to make a layer covering the bottom of a large dish. So we're putting wafers to make the bottom layer. Number 3, what is used to make the top layer? So if you follow the step correctly, it says you put the wafers first, and then you're going to spread some pudding in a dish, and then you're going to cover the pudding layer with thin slices of bananas. And number 5, last of all, spread on a layer of whipped topping. So the top layer is whipped topping. Try to answer number 4 on your own. Let's move to the next page. Page 262, Tubas Unite. You're going to write the number of each phrase, so these phrases, beside the correct picture. Number 1, a cute tuba in a pool. That would be this picture. Number 2, a tuba cooking tuna. That would be this picture. Number 3, 2 tubas reading menus. That would be this picture. Number 4, a tuba eating a prune. That would be this picture. Number 5, a tuba stacking cubes. That would be this picture. Number 6, 2 tubas playing tunes. That would be this picture. Number 7, a tuba with a ruby ring. That would be this picture. Then finally, number 8, 2 beautiful tubas. That would be this one. As we read through these phrases, you may have noticed that all of them have words with long vowel U sound. And there are 2 sounds for long U. It can be U, like the word cute, or it can be U, like the words tuba or pool. What other words make U or U sounds? I want you to try finding these words and circle the words with U sound in red and circle the words with U sound in blue. So try that on your own. That's it for today. Bye everyone!